being $100 million a year brand doesn't have to break the bank. I want to walk you through a case study today of one of Nomad's biggest brands, how we hope to get to $100 million this year by keeping a very simple ad strategy. I'm Lucas Kwiatkowski, founder of Nomads, hands-on and advanced PPC. And right off the bat, I've got to give a shout out to our team members, Karan and Nelly, who have been working on this account for over a year now. And you can see on the screen, year to date, they're at 67 million. With Q4, we're really hoping to get them to 100 million this year. Now, this is obviously a massive brand. They have a huge catalog. They have a lot of brand recognition. But the point of this video is we do audits a lot of times from bigger brands that are at this stage, spending this amount of money, hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And they work with these ad agencies who tell them they need to triple, quadruple, 5x their spend to keep growing. That is not the case. If you have a strong brand, yeah, you're going to want a little more aggressive on spend. But I want to show you how we very just marginally increased this spend over time and kept the tacos and the margins for this brand very consistent and extremely profitable. And you can see in 1 year, we have doubled their sales from 37 million last year to 67 million this year. Okay, so jumping right into the performance file, and I'm not going to go too deep on the specifics here because we kept a very simple strategy. There is a lot behind this business. Margins are very tight. So with that, our team kept a very simple PPC strategy. We're not going crazy. We're utilizing the branded searches and we're keeping it simple. So if we go back, this is Nomads came in October of last year, so just about a year ago. Before that, they were spending, you can see how low their tacos is, right? I mean, this is as good as it gets for this brand. But their tacos was 0.5%. So heavily reliant on branded terms and high conversion rates, ACOS of 2%. They were spending about $20K a month and getting, you can see the ad sales they were getting. Organic sales were making up about 80% of their total sales. They do a lot of off-site, all of that stuff. We came in October. We did double their spend, all right? But when I still say double their spend, we only put their tacos to 1.2%. Because when we come into a big brand like this, and if you are a big brand and you're talking to another agency, if they're not taking that first full month or 2 months of your relationship to ask you what your goals are, what's your break even, how hard can we push, then they're probably just in it for the short term, right? But we want to work with customers long term. So we say, hey, how hard can we push? And they said 1% tacos, okay? 1%. Look at this. We went a little over that the first month. After that, 0.99, 0.62, 1.05. We have kept it at that 1% tacos for over a year now. And then just last month, okay, sure, some month is going to jump up a little bit, but they're launching new brands. We're keeping that simple strategy and we're keeping the metrics where they want. So we're not going out and spending a lot on retargeting or sponsored display. We're sticking to sponsored products. I'm going to jump into the ad campaigns in a second and just show you how simple this can be. So looking here is we're always in constant communication with the brand, obviously, and they have about 10 massive product lines in this catalog, and they're all extremely different. So when we're getting told to push, right, you can see from June to July, we knew what they were doing offsite. They have a lot of other strategy online. So they told us, hey, in July, we're making a big push with these two catalogs. So that's why we ramped this up. But that's the only reason why. Other than that, we're keeping things very consistent and in line with the rest of their marketing strategy. So if I jump into the campaigns here, you're going to see exactly that. June, July, Summer was ending, so there was a big push for these products. So we went and stayed in line with what they're doing. This is all that we're doing, and some of the big brands out there are going to be amazed because they're overthinking it. If you have a successful product that's converting, we're still spending on auto campaigns. So we're still launching automatic campaigns. Last month, they pulled in $2.8 million in sales at a 3% ACOS. So why are we going to stop doing that? We're going to keep launching these for these very good brands. Same thing. Most of what we're running here are autos and exact match. So last month, okay, we didn't spend a lot on exact because we were making a very aggressive push and the autos do well. So we moved the spend into those. But a lot of this is just a very small amount of spend into autos and exact because we're taking those branded searches, we're moving them out, we're sticking to what's working. We're not going out and saying, hey, we need to do retargeting, we need to set up VCPM campaigns. If your agency is telling you that, they're trying to get more money out of you because those are not helping the bottom line. So this is by far the most important thing to our client. And we know that we can keep giving them growth with a very simple strategy. So if you are a bigger brand approaching 100 million, or you're getting to these very, very bigger numbers and you're growing and your tacos is spiking like crazy, you're probably doing too much because your brand is going to grow on its own. So us as an agency, it's our job to make you profitable and grow smartly and efficiently.